welcome to week 4. Yeah, I was trying to count them before. It's week 4. And there's an important announcement today, because after the 3rd week bounce and all that kind of good stuff, today is my best mate's. Well, it wasn't. It was her birthday yesterday, but it's a birthday week now. So happy birthday to Pauline.
Happy birthday, Pauline.
There you go. So, because you have a week for a birthday now, not a birthday. Everybody.
Yeah, I tend to have a week.
Yeah, everybody goes all week. So I'm keeping a keen eye. She went out yesterday for her birthday, so I'm keeping a keen eye on what she does every day now. So for this week, so I know that our kids will be like making a fuss about everything. So we are too. We making a fuss for Pauline.
Yeah.
And she doesn't mind the publicity, I guess, because she better not.
Too late now.
Yeah, too late now. Email me, BENTEELELEY@gmail.com if you do. Did you do anything for the weekend? Anything exciting go out or?
I didn't. It was one of those weekends where I just relaxed because the week was so busy and hectic. I had so many events at work, so I took those 2 days to just relax, enjoy my PJs.
What is it? It's not detox because you were intoxicated. So
no,
no, it's decompress. There you go.
Decompress. That's exactly what I did. Yeah.
There you go. Well,
yeah.
Because with the weekend and everything, I was thinking of back to when I was a lot younger and we had weekends and everything. And obviously had weekends. Everybody's got weekends.
Yeah, how unfortunate were you?
Yeah, we didn't get weekends. Yeah, but we were so poor we never had weekends. So. Well, actually, I was just remembering as well going out in sort of 1978, 79. And I'm going to use his real name as well. Hi, Jeff. I think a pint of beer was 20p or 30p, something like that.
Don't.
So we could go out with £2 coins in our pocket and have a night out. And we were probably drunk. So,
yeah, you will have been.
Yeah. And that was getting something like a curry and chips on the way home.
Oh, for God's sake.
At the Curry House of Paisley, which is no longer there. But we used to get a couple of pints of beer and walk home, and there was me, Jeff, and another lad called Jerry, and we'd great fun. But one of the lucky things about, I guess, growing up the way we did was, although we had no money, our parents sort of tolerated us just being slobby around their house. I don't know the way to put it. So my mom had 2 front rooms, a main sitting room with the TV and everything, and another room with just a sofa and a record player and a chair. So me and Jeff would often end up back there at like 11 o'clock midnight, sitting chit-chatting about
so rubbish. Cool.
I know, that's so I think it was Friday or so, who knows, one of the nights, Friday or Saturday night, sitting there, just chit-chatting about all the girls that we'd lost that night. All those lucky girls who escaped from our clutches and ran the other way.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be sitting chit-chatting about stuff and having a laugh. I played some records, of course, and stuff, and never put the radio on. And this is at the time when chat radio, I think, or talk phone-in radio had probably started in 72 or 73.
Yeah, I think so.
This was a little bit down the line, but it used to finish at 2 a.m. And then a smooth-talking guy would come on and start playing records through the night. So we were generally winding down about then as well. We'd be tired lying around it. And all we did, we'd throw the cushions off the settee, was like 6 cushions. So we'd throw them all over the floor and make like a mattressy thing, and we'd just crash down.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought about this over the weekend. It's not in any of the books. So we basically were lying down there, and it was tired, and this music crappy love songs and stuff's playing on the radio. And the light was on. So my mum had a crazy chandelier thing with like 6 lights on. So you lie there.
They all did back then.
It's a bit too bright to try and sleep. So lying there all annoyed and everything. And like, so I'm like, hey, Jeff, put the light out. He's like, no, you put the light out. And I'm like, well, you're nearest. He's like, well, I'm not getting up. And I'm like, well, I'm not getting up. You get up. And this argument's going on and on. Like, this is, what, 3 o'clock in the morning now. I said, I want to sleep. But no, I'm not doing it. Well, it just so happens that the telephone that was like the house telephone was beside me. So I calls the radio station and I says, so if this guy on the radio tells you to put the light out, you got to put the light out. He says, okay then. So I called the radio station up and I said, hello, have you got a message for the evening? And I was like, yeah. Can you tell Jeff to put the light out now? So they're like, oh, okay.
That is extreme laziness.
Yeah, they were like, okay, we'll do that. So we were laughing and we put the phone down. And of course, well, I had that. And a couple of records go by and nothing. I'm like, oh, damn this. And then after the next record, the guy comes on. He's like, well, hello. We've got some dedications for you this evening. Maria wants to say how much she's in love with Dave.
Oh.
Billy says, thank you, Teresa, for everything we've ever had. And meanwhile in Peter Lee, Ben says, Jeffrey put the lights out, whatever that means.
And out of context, it sounds really weird as well.
Exactly. And this was in the 70s. So there's no like there's none of like today where everybody's like open and happy and chatting and doesn't matter. This was like in the 70s when nobody mentioned anything about same-sex couples or anything. And Jeff's looking at me going like, that's it. I put the light out. I'll never stop it here again. So that was that was like nights out back in the day, which were pretty kind of, I guess you had to be there, right?
Well, I mean, extreme laziness.
Yeah, extreme.
Neither of you would just put the light out.
Nobody's going to do it. Not going to happen at all. It's like,
did it cost you as well to call the radio station?
No. Things were just like price of a phone call, like
because they do now.
Oh, they do. Oh, God.
Yeah, charge you above now.
Oh no, this was but it was
even
the way
texting. You can't even text in for free now.
Oh, I don't pay anything for text or anything on phone calls. Like I pay them so much a month. I'm not going to pay them for a phone call or a text unless I call the UK when they want to rip my eyeballs out. So
yeah,
but
don't do that.
No. Yeah, but it's all about context. I was trying to say it in a jokey fashion, like, "Hey, tell her to put the bloody light out." And of course, he dropped it down into this romantic thing of, "Hey, put the lights out." Oh dear. There was another night where we'd actually gone upstairs, and I had bunk beds in my room, and so one night one of my brothers come home and came in the wrong room and tried to get in the bunk bed that Jeff was in, and Jeff's like, hey, your brother's trying to get him. I said, no, he's just nudge him. Here you go the other way. Crowded houses and drunken people don't mix very well. So
no, I can imagine they don't.
No, that's very true. Very true. So I mean, I didn't want to bore everybody with my old stories for too much from back in the day. But I did.
But you do such a good job at it.
I did want to remind them not to forget the book with the extremely long title.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
The title that you can't even remember sometimes.
I know, I can. There's work, nights out, and other short stories. There's lots of them in there. So
what do you mean by other?
That's a good point. I don't know. Yeah, I think I just put other in the title in case people searched for other, so it would be in there. So, my goodness.
Such a broad.
I'm funny enough, I've just opened it up at another night out in Whitehaven, and me and another lad were coming out the bar 2 a.m. in the morning, wine bar, and we're walking home and we see a shopping trolley. So for some reason, hi Darren, I think he was in it and I was pushed. It doesn't really matter which way around. We were pushing it, and we took all the back streets, so avoided the main road. So there's not going to be any policemen bothering us or anything like that. And up through the back of some houses, and there was one main road we had to go across to stay behind the houses. So we kind of like get to this break, and it's a dash across the main road. Then we're behind houses again in a back alley. No one bothering us. So we'd already gone about 3/4 of a mile with this trolley up a hill, and we get to the gap, and said, right, we're going to have to run across the gap. And one of us is in the basket. It had to be me in the basket, because there's no way I could push a trolley with a guy in. So it had to be
up
me.
a hill.
And up a hill, exactly. So it had to be me sitting in the trolley. So
you can't be bothered to do that.
no chance. Never going to happen. Never would have got not very far at all. So and back in the day they didn't have lock and wheels on. You didn't put money in for the cart and none of that stuff. So on a count of 3, 1, 2, 3, makes a big push to dash across the road. We'd gone about 3 foot out of the alley. There's a police car parked there.
Did he get you?
And we were like, oh, because we weren't. I mean, our jobs. If we'd been arrested, we'd have lost our jobs. Yeah. Well, but some
be
jobs.
How it goes these days.
Some jobs don't care if you're playing around with a shopping trolley, but we would have lost our jobs. And as we dashed out, we just glanced across to the policeman and were like, ah. And the policemen were just sat in the car shaking their head. And we stopped dead in front of them. And they put the window down and said, now then, lads, I think you need to take that back to where you got it from. We're like, okay. Well, because the thing in Whitehaven was there was crimes from the docks, like major crimes coming in, illegal things and smuggling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then across the town, the only other crime was like people dropping litter. So it was a great town. It's a brilliant town. I never ever saw anything untoward or was worried about anything. Hence, we could push a trolley home at night. And so we.
Hence why you were outside at night.
Yeah, exactly. We sobered up pretty quick and pushed the trolley back down to the supermarket and then turned around and walked home all miserable.
Is this where you tell me that you were like 12 years old as well?
I wish. I think I was 23 or 4.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I was still a kid. It's too funny. But so that was because I didn't do anything this weekend except reminisce about the old weekends. So.
Oh.
And of course, I watched some footy.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
As did I.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're
sad news.
Well, it was good news for you. The Borough actually won a game.
It was very good news for me. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember last weekend. I said that the Borough were linked to the Houston Texans.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and the Houston. So there must be something in this, because the Houston Texans also won.
Ooh, there we go.
They beat the Jaguars. So the Borough won the first game of the season, and the Texans won the first game.
See, there we are.
Now, if you also remember, I plugged in Sunderland with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, you did.
I did. And Sunderland should have won like 20-0. I mean, goodness gracious. We had all the ball. We even had a striker on the pitch twice. Couldn't score a goal.
No.
And they went down the other end. But Dallas Cowboys lost as well. So
our stars are aligned.
It's all interlinked, see. So staying on staying on the NFL and the football. Tottenham, I did mention are hosting NFL games.
Yes.
So I had a quick glance, and they're going to do 2. And so they're also going to increase the games in Spain and Germany. So they're trying to get more of the NFL games played in Europe. Now then, because the Americans have called, and I was reminded of this at the weekend because I went to see the grandson play soccer. So he was his first pro game. Well, sorry, pro game, but it was a good game. He played well. And the Messi of the future. He's called Carter. So well done, Carter. And he Rach Carter was a great player for Sunderland, so maybe we'll see one day. But I was reminded when one of my English friends said you shouldn't call it soccer, it's footy, it's football. So
yeah.
So I thought, well, when the NFL go to Europe and England in particular, maybe we should give their game a different name to American football. Should call it handball or something, or Chucky ball. I don't know. So if anybody listening wants to come up with a good name for American football,
yeah, something to do with an egg
that people won't like. So yeah,
egg and spoon race without the spoon.
There you go, egg and spoon. Egg and spoon race. Egg race. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, egg race.
Egg race. Yeah.
Egg touch.
Gotta watch the egg. Gotta watch the egg touch. Let's go watch some scrambled eggs. Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. Excellent.
Oh no. Well, they'll bring all the. Do you want them over easy or whatever they have?
Yeah, because they have all confusing stuff.
Instead of just giving you some eggs.
Just asking for eggs.
Just give me some eggs. So I don't want them over easy, under easy, over good, under good.
Over medium.
Over medium, yeah. Scrambled, well done.
Just to make it more confusing.
Eggs!
Just want eggs.
Yeah. So the Borough won a game. That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, amazing.
Hopefully on.
But I know what's coming next.
What's coming next?
I know what you're going to announce next.
You do?
Black and white.
The wonderful Newcastle, yeah. I mean, wow. It's like I thought they were struggling a week ago.
It's impressive, but
well, to score 8 in any game is pretty good.
It's impressive,
it is. And against another Premier League team, because Sheffield, because before that game, Sheffield hadn't let that many goals in.
No, they didn't.
No, their goal difference now is horrible, but before that game, it wasn't that bad. It was acceptable for where they were in the Premier League. Newcastle. What I was also thinking though, with Newcastle thumping them, the 8-0 for anybody listening who didn't watch it, that might give a bit of hope to Man United, who've been struggling recently.
Oh, they have been struggling.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. Well, I thought Newcastle was struggling a little bit for a couple of games, and they've come out and done this. So maybe Man United can look at that and say, well, because Man United got kind of a 1-0 sneaky win at the weekend.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
It was a great goal, but the performance wasn't good. So maybe they'll come out next time and do the same for somebody. So yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, and Arsenal, Arteta keeps messing up the fantasy football league by not playing his goalkeeper. Like, what the heck? I've got to get rid of my goalie now and get another one.
I've made 2 transfers this week because I just can't sit on the people that I've got anymore.
Well,
I brought Foden in because Foden keeps scoring now. So
yeah. I've had him in from beginning, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, he was one of the ones I put at the beginning for sure. And of course, the big fella up front.
Oh, yeah, Haaland. I think everybody's got him.
Well, I was looking at the stats. It's something like only 89% of people have him. And I'm thinking...
Oh, wow. That's a shock.
Yeah, what's wrong with the other 10%?
Yeah. He's scored every single game.
Yeah, pretty much so.
Yeah, I mean, he has.
Yeah, it's the only way he's not going to score is if he doesn't play. So...
And there's no sign of that anytime soon.
Not in the near future. He's a young fella. He's fit. He's going to be on there. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Crazy guy.
And what was I going to say? So yeah, so Arteta's ruining a fantasy league. Although Tottenham were playing well, I don't think I've got any Tottenham players in.
Tottenham, I think, are third, aren't they, in the league?
Something like that. They're up the top
Third
end,
or fourth.
yeah. Because I got the Australian manager. He's a really. Or is he? Hang on, I'm saying he's Australian. He's really Greek, isn't he? I can't remember
the
now.
Season that Harry Kane leaves, they're probably going to win.
Oh yeah, that'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Although
that would be so funny.
Harry's banging him in Germany. Yeah,
he is.
He hat-trick at the weekend. Yeah, good old Harry. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad though because they need him for England, so that is good. If he'd gone to a Manchester or something like that and not scored, it would have been no. Because let's face
it, because we've got no one else that's good enough to replace him.
No, I mean Manchester is struggling to score goals and set it up right, so I think he's done well to go to a German club that's firing, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if I keep jumping around off the football, soccer, but I don't know if you watched any rugby.
No, I'm not really into rugby.
Well,
I did see something on the news though.
Yeah, World Cup. So a couple of honourable mentions for Scotland, Wales, and England. England beat Chile 71-0. Scotland beat Tonga 45-17, and Wales hammered Australia 40-6.
Oh wow!
Yep, pretty different.
Showing the Aussies how it's done.
Yeah, absolutely. So I did not print off the table.
You should have. I was hoping that you would because we're back up now. You'll start on that page.
Exactly, you'll start fitting on the table now.
Yeah, we would.
What I need to do is for next week, I'll see if you're on there. Yeah. Mind you'd only just make the print. You're still in the bottom three.
I know, but we'd fit on this time.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Sunderland really should have won that game, and but never mind. More games to come. I'm sure if they keep playing the way they're playing, they'll do it.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of games to come.
They'll get it going. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything else we got going on?
I don't believe so.
No, I think
no.
Yeah, I think it was
from England ladies.
Oh, England ladies.
Yeah.
What did they do?
They played on. Ooh, what day was it now? I think they played on Thursday or Friday.
Last week?
And they were last week. I think it was Friday. And they were at the Stadium of Light. You should have known about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, played at the Stadium of Light.
Somebody went who I know. Yes,
yeah, they were against Scotland, I think.
Yes, that was
Yeah, we won 2-1 against Scotland.
Right.
I'm allergic to that stadium though, so I could never have gone.
Yeah, because yeah. you'd be all right going in. I used to go at the Borough Stadium when they weren't playing. It's true. I'd always go whenever they weren't playing. Sorry, I was just quickly checking. Sarah and Neil went, I think. So hi, Sarah and Neil.
Okay.
And I think that said it was a good game. Yes.
Are they from Sunderland or did they travel?
No, Sarah's from here now, living in Sunderland. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Commiserations.
And Neil, she loves it. It's great. She loves the fish and chips.
Yeah, of course.
I do think she misses some of the cuisine we've got here compared to what's there. But I've got to admit that there's some nice restaurants in Sunderland. It's probably just the prices are a bit. If you go to the nice ones, the prices are a bit up there. So
yeah.
And with that, it's time for us to thank everybody who stayed with us and watched till the end. And see you till next week. So it's ta-ta for now from me.
And me. See you later.
And look forward to seeing you all real soon. Well, next week. Have a great rest of the week. It should be the middle of your Wednesday. Yay! Soon be Friday. Ta-ta.